Hello, everyone. My name is Natalie Berg. I am the Workforce Development Coordinator at Building Skills Partnership. You may recognize me from the first video I created on how to apply to the California Community Colleges and the West Los Angeles College system for the first time. If you are feeling unsure, overwhelmed, or a little nervous about contacting admissions, you're not alone. That's completely normal. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to contact the admissions office at the college using Cranium Cafe, the college's virtual support system. Cranium Cafe is a tool that allows you to connect with the admissions staff from home or anywhere you feel comfortable. You can use it to ask questions about your application status, get support with identity verification or re-verification, and receive help with other admission related questions. You don't need to have everything figured out before you reach out. The admissions team is there to help you, and this tool makes it easier to get the support that you need. So let's get started. The West LA College office hours are from Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Fridays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m.
When you come to our campus website, this is what it looks like. Instead of, you guys are used to clicking on the apply here, you will come where it says right here, admissions. So you click on admissions and select the first option where it comes under admissions office, admissions and records. When you come to the admissions and records, you're going to see these options on the very top. The best one to click will be the hours and contact selection here. When you click it, it's going to prompt you to the bottom of the page, which is exactly where you want to go because you want to do what is called the live chat. So again, I highly recommend you do this, but with only students that they can't possibly come to West LA College. Because it is a lot easier. If they go to West LA College, they just present their ID, show their verification of the application that they applied, and then the staff takes care of it right away. But in the live chat, they'll come here, click on it, and then it will prompt you where you're going to see a bunch of options. If you notice, only the first one says admissions and records. All of these, there are other options. There's counseling, there's business office, but you don't want those offices. The one that you want is obviously the admissions. So you will click here where it says live chat. And it prompts you here. It says action required. In order to access this feature, Connects Ed will need to be opened in a new tab. So because our live chat is run through what is called Cranium Cafe, it wants you to log in through Cranium Cafe. So I'll explain that right now. So if you click on open in a new window, it will prompt you again to the lobby, and you will select again the admissions and records option. And then this is where it's telling you informed consent, basically just telling you that this is the online chat for our prop that we use here for our district. And you will click agree. And then this is where, I know this is an extra step, but basically the student will have to click the guest option and they'll have to create an account to log in where it says register here. Especially if they know they never use Cranium Cafe. For example, I already have an account, so I could just put my username and password. But most students that you're helping they will need to do register here. Once they register, they'll be able to log in. And it will prompt this page where they could start the chat. Ideally, what I will put is, hi, my name is... And this is just because it's more straightforward. And I applied on, let's say, on 8/20. My application confirmation number. And there will be a bunch of numbers. Can you please assist me? And then I will send that off. And then usually the other person on their side will respond. Now, this is where it might be fast, it might not be that fast, right? Because depending how many people are already in their chat feature, they serve a lot of people online too. So uh have patience. You have to let the student know that this might take a couple minutes, like maybe 30 minutes, because once they answer, they're gonna tell you, okay, can you please send me a picture of your ID to this email? uh the candidate will have to send them an email. Again, that's for verification purposes. Once they receive it, you will come back to the chat and let them know, like, hey, I've sent the requested document to the email you shared. Then that person will come in and say, okay, are you okay with meeting with me via Zoom to verify your identity? And that person will say, yeah. And then they'll send them this link where the student will click. They will quickly see the admissions rep. That process takes about a minute. They'll just say, okay, please state your name, please state your date of birth, please show me your ID on the camera, and then that'll be the end of it. But my recommendation is that telling Monica is, if you do this process with the student, make sure you document who was the person that helped the student out. Meaning, like, it's wise to ask like the person who did it, just in case there's any issues in the future in regards to them saying that maybe the verification never happened, but it did. Doesn't happen, but I always like to be very precautious and just think ahead of time before anything else occurs. Then once that happens, then the verification is done. Usually they'll tell you, okay, within 24 hours, you'll receive an email with your official ID number. And, once you get that ID number, then it's just a matter of just logging into their account for the first time. And then enrollment.